All right, so I finished adjusting the window on my Model 3. I'm going to show you how I'm going to check it to see how well the window is pressing up against the seal. So with the door closed, we should have a double seal all the way around, right? So the window should press against this seal here, but it should also wedge up against this on the top edge. And then on the back edge here, you've got a seal here and a rear seal here, right? An inner and an outer. So what I'm going to do is just show how I check this, and I'll kind of show where this was before I started adjusting. Where I ended up is on the front adjuster. I put it back to its original position, factory position. The rear adjuster, I ended up with 6 counterclockwise turns. That's about as far out as it could go without the stud getting loose. So what I'm going to do here is roll up the window most of the way, stick this dollar bill in here, completely close it, and then just barely crack it. What I want it to do is, I don't want the window pressed up against the upper seal. I just want to measure how hard the window's pressing against the inner seal. So back around to the other side. And you can see the window's just barely off of that upper seal, which is exactly what I want. So this morning when I tried this, I had pretty good tension all the way along here, dragging this dollar bill along here until I got to right about here. And then it started to get pretty loose, and then I barely had any tension, if any, most of the rest of the way up here. Now I've got pretty even tension, even resistance to dragging this dollar bill along the seal all the way down until about here, and then it gets even harder down here. So I think we're good. Actually, that's pretty even all the way down to here. So that feels good. All right, next we'll check this rear seal here. Let's see if I can get this with one hand. Try again. Without smashing my fingers, hopefully. I'm gonna have to put the camera down for this. That took longer than it should have. All right, so I got the dollar bill in here. This was really loose earlier today too, so this is tightened up quite a bit, which is good. I did measure the other side, and this is still a little bit looser than the passenger window is. But I've done as much adjustment to the window as I can, the factory window adjusters, or the window track adjusters. One thing that's interesting, so I've taken this for a drive. The wind noise is a lot better than it was, but one thing that's interesting here, I still have a little bit of wind noise. I don't know how well you can see this. I'm gonna grab a flashlight. So earlier I was showing that this is supposed to be a double seal, right? So all the way down here you can see that it's pressed against both the inner and the outer seal, right? The inner seal we tested with the dollar bill. The outer seal you can just see. When we get to right about here, there's a gap. Right, and I think that may be where the remainder of the wind noise is coming from. So what I'm gonna try and do is get a piece of foam or something, and you can just stick your finger in here and pull this out. I'm gonna try and get a piece of foam or something and stuff it in here. Try and push the seal out so that way I get the true double seal all the way down here.